in the selection. And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
So the Nets starting five. Carroll and Booker are your small and power forwards. Then it's Tyler Zeller. Then it's Russell. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Now here's DJ. Guarded close. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
DJ with it, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Davis setting the pick for DJ. Passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Well, I'm not sure how DJ is able to make that pass. That's phenomenal. He must have eyes in the back of his head.
Nets passing it around. Here's Carroll. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Now, here's DJ. He's guarded closely, and Davis throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. There's a screen. Teardrop shot. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. DJ dishes to Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got his first points of the game.
And just the rugged nature of Cousins, getting into the body there offensively.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Zeller, a screen on Miller. Floats one, and Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Cousins with the ball. DJ with it. Russell's there. Here's Davis. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Kilpatrick.
I think, you know, you look back on some of the point guards who have become head coaches in the NBA. Kenny Atkinson of the Nets, one of those guys, led the University of Richmond to the Sweet 16 back in 1988.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Booker outside. Pick by Zeller. The drive by Booker. Back to Russell. From downtown. Pelicans pull it in. And Coach Atkinson never played in the NBA, but a long professional playing career.
Well, he played for over a decade in Europe. And certainly, Kev, there's more than one way to succeed in basketball. And now he's gaining a reputation as being a solid NBA coach early in his career. I can't wait to see what's next.
He kicks it to Carroll. Pick by Zeller. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 6 points.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Davis can't get that one to fall.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Kilpatrick. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. And now the Pelicans on the break. And here is DJ. He had 28 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Here's Russell. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
Now, here's DJ. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
Well, the All-Star break isn't too far off in the future. A lot of chatter has been going around the league saying DJ has a good chance of landing, Greg, a trip to All-Star weekend.
Well, you know DJ is going to be a fan favorite. With the way he's performed so far, you can definitely see him playing his way onto that roster.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to San Antonio.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
You think back to all the great NBA players who have been spokesmen for Gatorade, Greg. The latest name on that list now, that's right, you guessed it, DJ.
And that is lofty company that DJ joins. Jordan, the original Gatorade man, but they've had guys like Paul George and other stars as well. So expect to see a lot of Gatorade bottles placed around at his pressers from now on.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
To the right side. The drive by Russell. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's the screen. Pass to Booker. No good there. Davis with some nice D.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Davis with a screen on Russell. To the middle. Off the pick. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Russell. Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the second grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money. But, boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball. And I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance. And as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it. And it didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Nets. Rabs checked in. Davis, the pass to DJ. Back to Davis. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lin kicks to Crab. Back to Lin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And going into last season, Jeremy Lin signed with the Nets for that 3-year deal and close to $36 million, and excited to make his return to really the birthplace of Linsanity. Unfortunately, the hamstring injuries cost him a huge chunk of that season.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Damari Carroll.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
The Pelicans have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Greg, Jeremy Lin described last season as a year of my prime down the drain. I mean, it had to be demoralizing.
Yeah, especially after bouncing around for a few years. He thought he'd found a chance to start, and a chance to lead, and instead he found himself in dress casual on the bench.
DJ dishes to Hill. Kicks to DJ. Inside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. He feeds it to DJ. 5 to shoot. The layup off target.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Outside, Lynn poked away and stolen by Cousins. It's 2-on-1. Hill has the open look, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Feeds to Zeller. Shoots over Cousins. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Hill. Again, missing Hill. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Love watching Lynn shoot the basketball. His ability to consistently drain jumpers so valuable.
Now, here's DJ. Defense is right there. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And stolen by Cousins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Cousins is no joke down low. It's no surprise when the D elects to foul him, given his massive size. Yeah, and last season, DeMarcus Cousins moving on in that blockbuster trade. Really impossible to get equal value for a star like Cousins, but he was pleased, I think, to put all the rumors of being traded to bed. And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Now here's Crab, guarded by Holiday. Crab kicks to Lynn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Davis has the open look. Again, the Pelicans score.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Lynn the pass to Crab. Picked by Zeller. Crab, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
DJ dishes to Cousins. And the 3 off target.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Here's Lynn. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. The wide open look here for Holiday. Zeller grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Crab kicks to Dinwiddie. And it's off from three-point range. Now DJ feeds it to Davis. Basket good. Davis has got 27 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Burnett shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cousins, the pass to Hill. Cousins with a screen on Lynn. DJ dishes to Cousins. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Cousins has got 10 points.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Here's Lynn.
Jeremy Lin is an aggressive player, Kevin, someone who will make things happen. I like how aggressive he is. He sets a tone with that aggression.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
He got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New Orleans. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his
I wasn't sure, if my
big group substitution here for New Orleans. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Hill. Allen comes in for Etuan Moore. Clark, he's checked in for Wells. And DJ's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Damari Carroll out there. He's out there with Trevor Booker. D'Angelo Russell out there with Craig. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He ended with 28 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. Nobody could stop him. He completely took over the game. The same thing he'll be looking to do here tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go, that's their philosophy.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And smooth release from range. Russell can just do so many things for you.
DJ with it. Russell's there. The shot comes out, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Crabbe kicks to Russell. There's the pick. Excellent D there from DJ.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Davis, the pass to DJ. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Stolen by Allen. Dishes to DJ. Cousins with a screen for DJ. Outside for Davis. Pulls it up. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Davis. And that's 18 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
He dishes it to Clark. Now, here's DJ. Defense right on him. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And there's the feed to Crabbe. It's stolen by Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got 33.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. That was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Doris is a former guard. You know how much energy it takes to run a team and think a game as well as score. I mean, there's a lot on your plate at that position. Well, backcourt guys get an advantage of playing with a consistently high motor.
Well, Russell Westbrook, in addition to his ferocity, seems to be able to sustain his level of energy across a 48-minute game. I feel like the guy never gets a rest, so he's one high motor guy. I'll tell you a guy who doesn't do it the same way, but still it's required that he has a level of endurance that maybe would shock people, is James Harden. Like, the guy has the basketball in his hands. He's number one priority in terms of the defensive scout. So Russell Westbrook and James Harden, though they go about the job differently, both are phenomenal at having a great endurance and having the ball so much.
Clock at 6. Here's Allen. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumping.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
Cousins with a screen on Russell. DJ dishes to Cousins. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Booker. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And they're able to recover. Crab, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Davis setting the pick for DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
DJ not allowing the defense to dictate the action. Instead, he goes on the attack, drives the lane, and forces the foul.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Nets. 2nd free throw, no good.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Crab with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kilpatrick. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Allen kicks to DJ. Great touch on the 16-footer. DJ's got 9.
Now, Kev, so important to have that mid-range shot in your arsenal. DJ drawing defenders away from the bucket with the threat of that jumper.
Shot to stop the drought, and the basket is good. 7 points for Lin. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, the star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. EJ out there with Tony Allen, and it's Miller in at the 3 spot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him get physical in the low box.
For New Orleans, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The Nets shooting just 34% from the floor. Kilpatrick passes to Booker. The dish to Carroll. Russell from long range. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Cousins inside. Russell's there. Goes up again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Pelicans have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Well, listen, we know DJ's popular with his teammates, and it's not just about his great basketball play. This guy always comes with great music in the locker room. That's important.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Zeller, a screen on Miller. Knocked loose. Out to Russell. Nets passing it around. There's the pass to Zeller. Another shot. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Zeller's got 6.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
DJ with it. Russell's there. And that one's good. DJ.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's sent back by Russell. And Cousins gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Passes it to Carroll. He kicks to Zeller. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Nice D from Cousins. And with the draft spot the Lakers have and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. You know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what L.A. wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
And Zeller kicks to Russell. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You take a look at the Raptors, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Nets, they're 5 spots away.
And right now for Brooklyn, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs.
Lays it up off the glass. DJ's got 9 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Booker with the screen for Carroll. It's stolen by Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Russell with it. Now guarded by DJ. And he gets it to go. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Screen by Cousins. DJ dishes to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
One of the most prolific scoring big men in the game. Cousins getting his tonight.
Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. Russell inside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's DJ missing.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
And he makes that one. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And sliding inside, under control, Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
DJ passes to Hill. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
I'll tell you, he takes the window of opportunity and delivers a nice pass into the post.
Zeller setting the pick for Russell. The shot missing. Nice D from Cousins.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Hill against Booker. DJ with it. He's got 18. The second chance effort. Here's Cousins. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
DJ with it. Russell's there. And that one's good. DJ.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. Picked by Zeller. And the rejection by Cousins.
And you got to be careful with Cousins around. His shot blocking can be a factor. And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
They set the screen. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Cousins. Down low. DJ with it. Russell's there. Shot clock at 6. DJ dishes to Moore. He's off on that one. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Russell. He's got 12. For 3, drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
DJ passes to Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Nets have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Carroll with the 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, don't you love
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 41% for the game. So for Brooklyn now, Trevor Booker is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Alan Crabb. And it's Kilpatrick in at the shooting guard. And Carroll slowed somewhat by knee surgery a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make his way back into form. One of those tone setter guys. You know the effort will be there every time he takes the floor.
Of course, you've talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who would want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say someone who prioritizes winning, even at the expense of their own success. That would be the first thing. And then someone who's ultra competitive. Somebody who's available on a night-by-night basis. Somebody who doesn't let a little nick or a bruise impact their availability on a particular night. So unselfishness, competitiveness, and availability are 3 attributes that I love.
And leaders can be followers from time to time, too, don't you think?
Oh, there's no question about it. You have to be willing to be a part of a group, and sometimes that means ceding your leadership position.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Of course, not too long ago, changes were made to the intentional foul rule. In your observation, has this made a positive difference?
Well, I certainly love that the away from the play fouls were extended to include the last 2 minutes of each period. I don't think you should necessarily give an advantage to a team that is playing from behind by intentionally fouling a poor free throw shooter. So that's one. I do believe now the bigger issue in the NBA has become these shooting fouls where the shooter is launching himself into a defender. I think that the NBA will take a hard look at that and make any necessary change, Kev.
Totally agree, Doris. And I don't want to pinpoint one player, but James Harden has made that an art form.
That's correct. Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Shooting for New Orleans, DJ.
And he sinks the second. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's DJ with the rebound. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. DJ with the ball. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Here's Clark. pass to Ajinça. Count that one. Ajinça's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ripped away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And it's DJ missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Whitehead. Lets it go with a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
DJ kicks to Asik. New Orleans moving the ball around. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Bad matchup for the defense, no doubt about it. Doesn't have the height to influence the shot there. Never mind blocking.
Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
Exactly the shot they were looking for on that possession. The easy one down low.
Now, here's DJ. D right on him. Of course, we've seen a number of aging players really change their bodies through better nutrition and improved fitness conditioning. Do you think we'll see more guys even extending it further, playing into their 40s in the NBA?
Well, how great would it be to see LeBron James play into his 40s? You look at a guy in the NFL, a much more physically demanding game in terms just of the hitting that's done in the game. Tom Brady approaching his 40th year. Incredible. And LeBron James would be the player I point to. There's a guy 6'8", 200 and whatever he is, probably 65 pounds, who every single day puts time into the process of keeping his body healthy. It's great. His greatness has been sustained, but he pays a price to get there, Kevin.
And Doris, you can change your body and you can change your game too as you grow old.
That's a great point. Think about how much of a low post scorer Kobe Bryant became later on in his career, because the elevation, his ability to elevate, so different.
Great example.
A steady screen set on that play and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
Doris, for you in evaluating how good a player was over his career. You can look at analytics, statistics, whatever avenue you want to take. How important are the rings, the championships in that equation for you?
You know, I know there is some conversation that's saying if you don't have a ring, your career wasn't great. I would say this to you. Karl Malone and John Stockton are in no way diminished in terms of their Hall of Fame credentials simply because they lacked a ring. Sometimes it's the era within which you're operating. Michael Jordan was the greatest player of his generation. Some would say the greatest player of all time. I would say that Karl Malone and John Stockton, unfortunately, were at their peak, in the peak of maybe the greatest player, Michael Jordan. So in no way is someone like Patrick Ewing diminished in terms of his stature and greatness simply because the Knicks were never able to break through. I don't buy that argument.
You frame that so well.
Really nice job inside that time. The defense unable to react quick enough to stop him. Boy, he is fast.
Asik the screen for DJ. Kicks it to Asik. And then Asik with the dunk.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. They set the pick. Here's Kilpatrick. A stupendous finish in traffic. Kilpatrick's got 10 points in just the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, Kev, that's a tough attempt with a guy draped all over him, but DJ gets it to go and will get the +1.
Hill, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Hill. Harris, right side, fires the 3. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
There's the screen. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. So there's a new procedure for choosing starters in the All-Star game, Doris. Fans account for 50% of the vote, as you know. Players, 25%. Media, 25%. What do you think of that?
I love that the fans have a vote. I would like to see the percentages changed in this way. I would like players, the peers, to have 50% weight. Give the media and fans 25% each. So just swap it so that the peers are dictating the outcome of the All-Star.
Or even if you just had maybe 2 players from each team, guys with some respect and some nice perspective to fill that role you're talking about.
That's a great point. You pick your leaders from your group, and they cast the vote. Perfect.
And Moore kicks to DJ. Banked in off the glass. DJ's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Moore against Harris. He feeds it to Dinwiddie. A three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Now, here's DJ. D right on him, and good that time. DJ's got 32 points.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
There's the pick. There's Hollis Jefferson. Asik pulls it in.
Boy, a kick-out's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
Hill sets the screen for DJ. Out to the wing. The shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, what a quick trigger on that jump shot. That's what you want from DJ, right? No hesitation. Just catch it and shoot it.
Here's Dinwiddie. The shot comes out. Nice D from DJ. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Doris, there are always rumblings about teams and players who don't like what the press is writing about them, trying to ban certain media members from the locker room. What's the danger, you think, in doing that?
To me, any credentialed media should never be banned from a locker room, from an opportunity to bring their fans closer to the sport, simply because you object either about the content of the coverage or the amount of coverage does not exclude a media member from the locker room. I think it's a very dangerous precedent, Kev.
Good point. 5 to shoot. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And Asik is relentless in how he pounds the glass. A long-armed 7-footer who judges misses well.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Good work there as it goes. 36 points for DJ.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Hill. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Acey's shot is good.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Off on the layup. Here's Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Harris. And he banks in the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here is DJ. Off the mark. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great... You play almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, George Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
DJ, great
Good,
game.
Char.
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.